The gun was already drawn, and it was aimed at the heart of the man who didn't flinch. Tourists froze. Parents pulled their children close. Phones dropped. Silence fell across the sacred grounds like a shroud. The midday sun carved sharp shadows across the stone, but no one moved, not even the guard. The tomb of the unknown soldier had seen decades of quiet reverence. But not this. Not the trembling finger of a wanted man pressing against a trigger, not the split-second choice between chaos and stillness. And yet, the guard never looked away. He stood tall, rifle at his side, face like stone, as if this wasn't the first time death had stared him down. His name was Sergeant Cole Barrett, and few knew the pain he carried beneath that polished uniform. Cole had served 2 tours in Afghanistan, lost 2 brothers, one by fire, one by silence. The second had hurt more, a call that never came, a flag folded tight. After the war, he returned home with ringing ears and a scar that split his side like a torn map. But he found purpose in guarding the tomb, a duty that demanded silence, perfection, and respect, rain or snow, day or night. He marched because they couldn't. He remembered each step like it was a prayer. The weight of his boots on the stone, the smell of fresh-cut grass even in winter, the soft creak of his leather gloves as he held the rifle in place. This tomb, this ground was sacred. And for Cole, it wasn't just a job, it was a promise. A promise never to forget those who gave everything and were never named. That's why, when the man with the gun burst through the chain barrier screaming nonsense and waving a pistol, Cole did not step back. He did not speak, he simply looked him in the eye. People begged the attacker to stop. Guards nearby froze, fearing any movement might trigger the man. He was shouting something about injustice, about the government, about betrayal. But none of it mattered, because this wasn't about politics. This was about honor, and Cole knew. If he moved, if he spoke, if he blinked, he might lose more than his own life. He might dishonor the very silence he swore to protect. The criminal grew more agitated. Sweat poured down his face. His hands shook. And Cole stood like a statue beneath the flag. No fear. No anger. Only a quiet, piercing stare. Like a man who had already seen the worst the world had to offer and survived it. In the crowd, no one noticed the quiet man in the blue baseball cap slowly edging forward. A father holding his daughter's hand. At first, he looked like just another tourist. But his eyes never left the gunman. And then, just as the attacker screamed and raised the weapon higher, he moved. Fast. Precise. The blue-cap man grabbed the attacker's wrist, twisted, disarmed. The gun hit the marble with a metallic clink. Screams turned to gasps. Security swarmed in, but Cole still didn't move. Not until the man was cuffed and taken away. Only then did he return to his post. Only then did he resume his march. 21 steps. Pause. Turn. 21 steps again. Someone in the crowd whispered, "He never broke." Another said, "He didn't even flinch." Later, it was revealed that the man in the blue cap was a retired Navy SEAL, visiting D.C. with his daughter. He'd recognized the signs, the erratic pacing, the wild eyes. He'd known the gunman wouldn't last long before doing something dangerous. So, he waited for his moment and acted, but no one spoke louder than Cole's silence. His stillness became a symbol. News outlets ran the photo, Cole, unmoving, while chaos swirled. Veterans called it a moment of unmatched honor, and one quote from a young boy in the crowd went viral. He guarded the silence with silence. Later that night, Cole sat alone in his barracks. No medals, no headlines, just polished shoes and tired feet. He looked at the folded flag by his bed, whispered something to the quiet, and smiled, because the world had seen what respect looked like. Not through speeches, not through power, but through stillness. Some heroes don't speak, because their silence says it all. Honor doesn't shout, it stands. If this story moved you, tell us where you're watching from. Share your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe for more true stories of silent strength, quiet honor, and the moments that remind us what respect truly means.